A neighbor came over to greet them. However, for some reason, Jessica didn't allow her family to have any contact with them. Because the neighbor's husband had glaucoma, she wanted to swap positions with them, but Jessica didn't trust them at all. And since they had arrived 2 hours early, she directly declined the neighbor. While watching the movie, Jessica realized she had left her youngest son at home. They could only temporarily call the neighbor to help take care of him. When she got home, she immediately apologized to her son, but he didn't care about it. However, to show her apology, she insisted on buying a brand new toy for her son. But her son asked for a limited edition toy. It had all been sold out weeks ago. But fortunately, the merchant gave them a website to check. Jessica ran to a computer store to inquire. In principle, the butler didn't allow her to do this, but Jessica took out a photo of her son, making the butler imagine things. She made up a reason that forced the butler to agree. After searching online, she found someone who was still selling the limited edition doll. However, this person was exactly the neighbor she had refused to swap positions with. She could only swallow her pride and find the neighbor. The neighbor originally wanted to drive her away, but when Jessica was willing to pay the highest price, she immediately took her in. She found that there were only 2 limited edition dolls left, and one was to be given away, while the other was to be kept as a collection. But Jessica didn't give up and pestered the neighbor. Fortunately, the neighbor happened to be short of a Santa Claus for the children's party. If Jessica could figure out a way to solve this, she would be willing to give her the doll. Jessica dressed up as Santa Claus herself and walked in with a strange pose. But to her surprise, she actually scared all the children into crying. The neighbor called her into the room alone to ask about the situation, but Jessica still insisted that what she did was fine. The neighbor was very angry and wouldn't agree to give her the doll, then left the room. But the neighbor's husband secretly took her into the collection room at this time. Then he gave the limited edition doll to Jessica. Jessica was very grateful, and there was an extra trace of guilt towards him in her eyes.